show how to do the chatbot yourself. So if you want to buy our services for that. I'll proceed with nVisionIT 360, which is a solution we have built to address the problem with remote and hybrid work environment. Okay, so the solution is deployed as a SaaS platform. So it's a software as a service on Azure Cloud, and it is subscription based. I'll take you through the features and then the way they work. You will agree with me that COVID has permanently reshaped our workplaces. With employees working on-site, remote, and from home, it is difficult to manage attendance, working hours, monitor activities that employees carry out during working hours, lunch breaks, tea breaks, and also leaves. So what we have implemented is a platform that allows you to manage employees, project task tracking, activities and time, attendance tracking, leaves management, and overtime management. It also comes with a dashboard and reporting tool, and it is easily integrated to the other applications. It allows authentication through Microsoft 365 and also has an inbuilt authentication module if you don't already have Microsoft 365. So why we say it's a true SaaS platform, it's because it allows automatic provisioning of new tenants. It's highly scalable and also built on Azure PaaS. New features are continuously added, and it involves license-based monthly or yearly subscriptions. Remote 360 Portal. Like I said, it solves the biggest problem with remote and hybrid workplace. The subscription starts at $749 monthly per user, and we also have a free trial of 30 days with all the features included. So the main feature of it is the remote and on-site attendance, because you might be having employees working at home, some are working at other places, some are working in office. So how do you track their attendance? How do you make sure they actually started working that day? How many breaks they've taken? Are they actually working during those working hours? Okay, so all these are tracked. For on-site, you might already be having a clocking machine installed at your office. So that clocking machine, if it is cloud enabled, you can integrate that directly to Office, to nVisionIT 360. As if it is not cloud enabled, then we can build that integration of it. And then for on-site attendance, there's an application that we have developed. All the employees must install that on their workstation, and that application tracks their attendance. So they have to clock in, they have to clock out, just how they would do when they come on site in the office. There's also activity tracking. So if an employee just logged in and is not working, you don't see any movement, mouse movement, keyboard, so you know the employee is not working. They just log in and left. So all these are detected. You can detect idle time, and all this information go directly on nVisionIT 360 Cloud, and you can extract reports on that. You can also track the URLs they visited. Of course, all these features, you don't have to use them. You can switch on and off as required. And I think you will have to check your company policies before actually applying these features. But it's all there and can be used. Okay, there's also the feature to capture screenshot of user screens. Okay, and the small app that runs somewhere here in the task log. They have to click on it and then do the clocking in, the break start, break out, and clock out. And this is monitored by the application. It also monitors what are the applications that are used most frequently. So say someone is going on YouTube all day long. They're there in front of their PC or laptop, but watching YouTube. All that's tracked. There's also the leaves management module, of course, with all the required features built in. Employee management. Employees can be grouped into departments, sub-departments, and also qualification, certification, where skill set matrix can be set out. For example, if you're looking for an employee having a specific skill set, you can search online and get that specific person instead of asking. And the Remote 360 also integrates with Office 365. So we can use that authentication. Say if you're using Office 365 in your workplace, you can just integrate it to NVIDIA Remote 360 and then use that single sign-on to sign in everywhere. As if you are not using Office 365, then you use the inbuilt authentication. Along with NVIDIA Remote 360, we also provide you a simple intranet if you don't already have it. And also SharePoint Online, the document management system on that with Power Automate with 2000 workflows integrated. Okay, so the benefits, you can go live within this because the application is already there on the cloud. You just have to subscribe and then stop using it. We don't have to come at your place, set it up, install it, so it's all there. In terms of plans and pricing, there's the standard plan that starts at $749 monthly per user. It has the remote attendance, time tracker, activity tracker, use management, and employee management. This is the premium package, and this is the one that is available for 30 days trial. It involves everything that's in standard, plus all these additional features. Okay, so Power Automate, basic intranet document management system on SharePoint Online, 2000 steps for the workflows, all that can be defined, email support, and the enterprise comes with integration with Active Directory if you use that, single sign-on phone support, in addition to email support. Okay, and all these are optional and can be implemented for NVIDIA 360. I will take you through a quick demo. Okay, so each tenant will have their own link to log in. I'm logging in here as the host, and that's not a view that tenants will get. That's our view because we'll have a list of all the tenants and also check their subscription licenses, avoid their usage, and how much we need to go there. Okay, so we have section here, tenant. I'm going to log in as this tenant here and show you their view and what are the features available for them. Okay. So first thing they have the dashboard. It's not a dashboard with all the widgets that they need, but they can add everything that they want here. So you can add widgets directly. That's just basic what normally is required for users, etc. But new widgets can be added by the tenant themselves. They can also edit. They can remove some widgets if they are not appropriate for them. They can do filtering, and they can download the activity tracker software. This is where they download it, and it is as per their tenant name. Okay, so they just come here, they click to download the app. The app will be downloaded, and this is the file that they have to give to all their employees to install on their workstation, and then all the activities can be tracked. Okay, administrative. Okay, so you see the application is downloaded here, and this will have to be shared with all employees. Under administration, you can create all the roles that you need. You can set the permissions as per required. So you will see here permissions. It lists all the features that are available on NVIDIA Remote and your Remote 360. Okay, so you can choose which permissions would you provide this approval, and then you assign users to it. We also have user-based permission. So you can assign permissions directly to users as well. So they will be having a specific role, plus they can have other permissions. Languages, we have defined 2 languages and you can activate both of them or only one. Audit logs, all the logs come here. Okay, so they get all the audit logs for their tenant. Settings. A tenant might want to add their own logo to NV Remote 360. This is where they do it. You can add their own custom CSS. This is where they do it. User management. They can choose to allow users to register on the system directly, or they create accounts and provide to the users. So they can do that as well. All that's configurable, and you can set it as required. New registered users are active by default. You can check or uncheck as required. Use security image question capture. If you want to use this, you check this. Use security image question on login. You check this if you need. Cookie consent, session timeout. If you want the session to time out after, say, 16 seconds, whatever, this is where you set it. Show lock screen when timeout. And LDAP settings if you use LDAP. Okay, so that's in terms of settings you can put in there. You can also put the password complexity, required digit, required lowercase, everything that you need, the minimum length, user logout, maximum number of failed attempts before they get locked, and locking duration. Okay, all that's configured, which means that you don't have to come to us to ask us to implement whatever you need in addition, because we make sure you have all the features and you can just configure as required. Calendar, this is the specifically to keep all the holidays and also the leaves taken by employees of a specific department. Say the department heads want to see how many employees are on leave on a specific day, or for that specific month, how many leaves have been taken. What is his workforce looking like? Okay, so this gives the visibility, and of course the permission to have access to this can be granted in the roles or directly to the users. Okay, activity tracker. So this is where you set all the status that you want for activity tracking. Here we have set clock in, clock out, break start, break end, overtime start, overtime end, meeting start, meeting end. So all these status, when the application will be running down here, they can just click on it and then choose the status. Say their meeting has started, they are working from home, and they are in a meeting, which means that they won't be using their mouse that open, they won't be using their keyboard that open. So they do meeting start. And when they do meeting start, I will time mode is dropped. Okay, so they will be seen as active. Once they do meeting end, then it's like they're working now. So all these are configurable as well. You can create new activity status. You can delete what's already here by default. Clocking machine, this is where you integrate your clocking machine, which is at your office premise. Either you upload the file, you can download from your clocking machine and upload it here, or we can integrate your clocking machine, if it is cloud enabled, directly to NV Remote 360. Okay. Activities, these all other activity reports. You can extract Windows activity, idle sessions. Say someone is not delivering after 1 week, there's no task done. You can just go in idle section, you search for that person's name, you can see all the time the person has been idle, because all that's tracked on their workstation directly. Application usage, you can see all the application they're wanting. You can see they browse to Netflix, they've been watching Netflix all day long. So all that you can see. Okay. Reports. So this is somewhat like Jira. You can put in your work you have done, how many hours, what is your output. You can generate daily reports, app usage report, UI visit reports. Activity setting, here you can configure the activity tracker module. There's the leaves management, you get the dashboard. Okay, for now there's no data on this because it's a purely TNet. Leaves configuration, you might be having specific rules at your company for leaves. For example, to apply for an annual leave, someone must do it like 48 hours before. Else, if they do it on the eve, it might count as an emergency leave. So all that can be set as rules. For example, this is the one for applying for annual leave. Okay, so you can set the leaves here. Number of days prior from being applied should be greater than days 2. Okay, so you can create these leaves in here, and then when you create your leave type, you can set it. You can assign the rules. Okay, so all is dynamic. So why we have done it that way is to fit the requirements of different teams. Because you might be having your own rules, your own policies. It must be convenient for all without requiring much changes on our side. Okay, so group, leave status, you can add new status, you can edit existing status. Leave settings, this is where you do the settings required. Allow overtime, allow time off. And when do you want the leave allocation to be done? 1st of January every year or 1st of July every year? This is where you set. So the system automatically, when it's 1st January, it will reallocate all the leaves for the year. Employee leaves allocation, reports. You can generate all these types of reports. Employee management, this is where you define all the departments in and you assign members to it. Okay, so here you can assign members. For now, we don't have any reports. Okay. Employees, here you define all your employees. You can assign documents to them, their certificates, their skill matrix, their qualification. Okay, so that's basically about NVisionIT 360. Any questions you might be having? Okay, so now I will hand over to Ashwin.